if I'm Canadian who's working temporarily in the US, what tax planning should I be doing? That's a very general question, but just general points, gentlemen.
I think we're kind of limited to the best of my knowledge because first of all, you're there temporarily, so you're not having a clean break. So the tax would be filed on being a Canadian resident. Then I'm not sure, like in the US, probably they're filing tax on the earnings in the US, not on the worldwide income because they don't have the green card. So then you make use of the foreign tax credit mechanism and try to minimize the taxes between the two. But I'll ask Kul to add a lot more into this one. So,
yeah, in fact, I'd be, I'd be more comfortable if I know what kind of, what source of income are we discussing here? Is it an employment income, business income, or some kind of a passive income? But yes, all that I would want to suggest here is that if it is possible, based on your facts and circumstances, that your income that you earn in the US doesn't come back and get taxed again in Canada at a higher rate. If you can avoid that, that would be, the best thing. Although, again, as we discussed answered in the first question, there are factors and they are not easier to kind of comply with. But the tax planning, again, this is definitely a very wide question, and commenting on it may not be possible. But as Bala said, there are a few things that you can do based on whatever we know about this question.
See, what I find is conceptually at a top level, we know the answers from what the tax rules are and conceptually what we can do, what we cannot do. But the devil is in the detail as we keep digging through and then you go, oh, this doesn't make sense. It does not qualify, it doesn't meet the condition. That's where I think the facts become very, very critical. So I'm sure you know that too, Darren. That's how it works, right?
Absolutely. The devil is absolutely in the details. So what is the nature of your income? What is the nature of the employment? So how much time do you need to spend in the US? Maybe you can minimize the time so you don't trigger substantial presence. So you'd only be taxed on the US source income and keep your worldwide income out of the US. Or maybe you do have to spend, by the nature of whatever it is you're doing, you do have to spend the time. In that case, could we take a treaty position? Yep. Or maybe we cannot. And, so again, there are a lot of moving pieces. So I guess whoever asks this question, you probably want to sit with a team of professionals to help you walk through this. But hopefully you get some of the key concepts that you need to keep in mind as you engage your chosen professional. So
if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.